Hey everybody, I'm Rob.
And I'm Lori Marie Jenkins.
And we're both artists who have
moved to Costa Rica. Good morning, a beautiful morning here.
Yep.
Why are we doing this so early?
The cicadas. The cicadas are not awake yet, so we wanted a video where you could actually hear us.
So I just got back from my run. It is still very early here in Costa
yep.
Rica, but
see the sun. Pretty quiet.
No cicadas anyway.
Pura vida.
Yeah, sun's coming up.
Yeah,
right?
sun's coming up.
Yeah.
It's lovely. So yeah, we just wanted to chat about our week a little bit, tell you about things that are happening here. Most fun thing last week was probably our trip down to Puerto Jimenez. And so we went down, mainly just a little bit vacation, but I've got some friends who live down there. And we went and visited my buddy Bruce and his boys.
So Bruce and Rob went to school together.
Yeah, college.
Yeah,
in
college.
Ohio.
In Ohio, right. And Bruce has been in Costa Rica in that area, Puerto Jimenez, for about 30 years.
Right,
So
yeah,
we
long
went down
time.
to visit him and his boys. And Rob says we took a little vacation. We took a vacation from our vacation. How does that make sense?
True.
But it was lovely. We did a little boat ride, boat trip.
Oh gosh, that was so nice.
To a beautiful beach area. Of course, we were the only ones there.
Mm-hmm.
And the water was like bath water.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get out. And so it was great. It was a great trip. We got to eat out at a couple of sodas and visit with Bruce. And I got to meet his boys. I hadn't met them before. So
yeah,
it was a great trip.
And we get some bonus videos from Puerto Jimenez. It's down on the southwesternmost point of Costa Rica on the Osa Peninsula.
Why don't we live there?
It's too hot for me. It's really nice. I love the town of Puerto Jimenez, but just being down on the flatland on the coast is too hot. Higher humidity, and so up here in the mountains is much better for this guy.
Exactly.
Every time I go down there, I think about it. I'm like, this is really nice.
It's a cute little town if you ever get a chance to visit it. It's a cute little town.
Yeah.
Beach town right on the beach.
Yeah, it was lovely. Hudson stayed here. We had a dog sitter, and everything went real smooth. So good stuff.
Yeah, and if you're in the area and you need a dog sitter, leave us a comment and we'll give you her information because she did a great job.
Yeah, she really did.
Mr. Hudson. So, yeah. All right, what else?
Let's see. Kind of a regular week. They go fast. They go
San
fast.
Isidro.
Right, but so currently I am in the process of getting my driver's license here, and going through the same process Lori Marie did. So Wednesday, we went up to San Isidro, and the process is basically there's a few things that I take care of, and then getting appointments is tricky. But I went for my physical, and you have to have one. So
I gave Rob permission to speak in depth about his physical. Go ahead.
There's not much to say. It's pretty darn simple. The guy took my blood pressure. He did like with his stethoscope. I don't know if he even had a chance to listen. And then he gave me a little eye chart. Weight, height, done. That's it. And it's like, okay, that's all right.
It was probably a 3-minute physical.
Yeah. Right. And we're not actually having to take a driver's license test here because we have valid licenses from the U.S. There's something called an homologación, and it's basically a transfer. So since our U.S. driver's licenses are transferable to Costa Rica, it's just a long process. And then after that, we went. There are translation services here. And so what they do is they take my driver's license and they translate all the information into Spanish. And it's an official form, but with that translation of my license and with the physical and with my cedula, which is my Costa Rican ID because we're now residents, all we got to do is try to get an appointment.
And we have several people working on that for us to see
Yeah.
if we can get an appointment because there just aren't any.
Right. There's basically two appointments. One is with COSEBI, which is Costa Rican DMV, and the other one was with the Banco de Costa Rica, and that's not so hard. That's actually where I'll go to get my physical license. You guys hear the parrots? come flying by every morning and every evening.
Yeah, and I got to see a toucan on my run. So
Oh,
that was
nice,
yeah.
nice.
So what I wanted to say was when they translate the driver's license, it's a full page. It's not like they just say name.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full page of information that's translated. So.
Yeah, it's an official form, so it has to be done by an official.
So how much was
company.
your physical?
Physical was like 22,000 colones, so $30.
$30.
Yeah, $30. The U.S. dollar is worth a lot less now, so $35.
Yeah, thanks, you guys.
Dang, yeah, the U.S. dollar's dropping like a rock. It was up to 650 colones to the dollar at one point in time, and now it's down to like 560. So our dollar doesn't go as far down here now.
That's right.
And then the translation was 40,000 colones. Might be a little more with the new year, new prices, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, don't know.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to them about, because I think you got a video of the water setup for the concrete down below.
Oh yeah,
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
So we're having some concrete work done down on the plantel for the Costa drainage. Actually, is what it is. What are they called?
Cunetas.
Cunetas. That's right, and they are basically cement gutters. I'll say.
Yeah, exactly. Cement gutters. It's like half of a tube.
Mm-hmm.
Just cut in half
And so they need water. Okay, they need water for their cement.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So there is no water down on the plantel, and there's no electricity yet. It's all up here on at the casita. And so what happens is they ran plastic tubing from our casita down the hill, and they set up a big water tank. And you'll see a video of it at the end of this one. And it's a 2,000 liter tank. And so they just fill that up, and that way they don't have to carry huge barrels of water down in a truck for all the concrete. Because there was a lot of concrete mixing they had to do.
Yeah, pretty smart. So,
Yeah.
So there's a video of that. There's a video of our visit down to Puerto Jimenez.
Yeah, we saw dolphins out in the Gulf of Dulce. We saw lots of macaws.
Oh, they're so beautiful.
Yeah, the macaws, they're
my
really making
gosh.
a resurgence here in this area, and they've been in Osa for a while.
So beautiful.
Didn't see any monkeys this time, but we were more hanging out in Puerto Jimenez and not really hiking around the outside.
That is true.
And then what did we do Wednesday night?
Oh my gosh. So there's a relatively new coffee shop in Platanillo, catering to vegetarians, that kind of thing, naturalists.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a man, Cesar,
Yep.
come and give a demonstration or a chat about snakes. It was so educational.
Yeah.
He did a really, really good job.
Yeah, snakes of Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
So he is a herpetologist, scientist who studies snakes. He's been doing it for over 30 years, all over the neotropics.
He's a hoot.
He is. This guy knows a lot about snakes. And so there's 4 different types of snakes here. The majority are non-venomous. Many of them are small. Most of them are not dangerous at all. And so he was really just telling us what to watch out for, where to watch out for things.
And what to do if.
Exactly, what to do if. And so we have seen very, very few snakes, but we're very aware of where they might be, which is everywhere. But
hidden places. Yeah.
Wood piles,
Yeah.
leaf litter, things like that. So it's one of those things where you need to be smart and be aware of your surroundings. Wear rubber boots, wear gloves when you're doing yard work and garden work.
And one thing that he really stressed is just don't bother them. Just
Yeah.
don't bother them. They are, they're sleeping or whatever. They're doing their own thing. And if you don't bother them, then there's not going to be a problem. They're not going to seek you out.
Right.
So you need to disturb them. So please
And
don't.
yeah, they're an incredibly important part of the ecosystem.
Yeah.
He was talking about like how many rats one snake would eat in its life, and how many babies those rats would have if they weren't eaten by these snakes. And so
Right.
it's all part of an interconnected weave.
Which is one of the things that we really love about Costa Rica is how they honor the ecosystem of nature.
Yeah, so it was really cool. Really nice guy. He does snake tours,
Right.
nighttime tours.
And there again, if you want more information about that, leave a comment because
Mm-hmm.
he gives workshops.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty amazing.
So that was fun. That was fun. And so I will head back to San Isidro on Monday to pick up my translation. And now the important thing about the physical, it's good for 6 months. And so I have a pretty good window of time in which to get my driver's license, assuming I can get an appointment with Cosebi.
And your driver's license or your visa, your driver's license.
Visa, yeah.
Expires February 7th.
18th.
18th. Good.
Yeah.
Gives us a couple more weeks.
So to get your homologación, to get your transfer of licenses, you need to have been in Costa Rica 91 days. So 1 day more than your tourist visa. And as Lori Marie said, mine's up around February 18th. I would love to get an appointment shortly after that. If not, it's fine. I'm allowed to be here. She can drive. So it's just there's still quite a backlog from things opening up after COVID. A lot of people needing real driver's tests, Costa Ricans.
Maybe we'll take a bus too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's on my bucket list.
We haven't done that yet. We're very excited. Bus list. But we got some fun videos. We showed you guys the paintings that we did 2 weeks ago.
Right, that was a request.
Yep, and then I have a little planting table.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little shorty of the coconut bowl planters that I used. A few of you have asked about that.
Good.
And so it's just drilling some holes in the coconut bowls, the coconut ones with the holes at the bottom, and throw some plants in there. We got a little drainage.
Yeah.
So there might be a few other odds and ends in there, bugs and fun things.
Oh yeah, some bugs. Always
But
fun.
yeah, all in all, life is really good here. It is verano. It is summer here, and it is pretty hot.
Yeah, and it is dry. It starts off cool in the morning. I have a thermion in the morning, but it heats up pretty quickly. So.
Yeah, so the last couple of days have been real warm. And even the boys who are working down below on the concrete, they've noticed it and they don't complain much.
No, they don't.
They're troopers. And,
oh my goodness.
Yeah. So all the work we got done down there really will benefit us in the rainy season.
So you've seen the driveway, how steep the driveway is.
Yeah.
And so Antonio had 2 buckets of water that he had filled from the tank that was on the lower level of the driveway, and he walked to the top of the driveway with those 2 heavy buckets of water. It just amazes
Many
me.
times, I'm sure.
Yeah, many times, I'm sure.
And that's
like, oh my gosh.
partly what they'll be doing today. You need to keep concrete moist as it's drying so it doesn't crack. So they'll keep the cunetas and there's concrete that holds them together and holds them in place. So it's not just sitting on the ground. They're all set in concrete.
Yeah, you'll see that eventually.
Yeah.
We'll have a video of that.
Pretty
so.
fun.
All right, I think we've been chatty enough.
Sure. So
all right.
Again, thanks everybody for all the love and the comments, the thumbs ups and subscriptions. So
yeah, and people make requests of what you want to see. So
yeah.
we had a request of seeing the paintings, which we did, and then the other one was a request of seeing the inside of the casita now that we have our furniture back in it.
Yep.
And that is going to happen within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of things that we want to take care of prior to that. So.
Right.
We're not ignoring the requests, that's for sure. All right. I think that's it.
Good stuff. Thanks, everybody.
And Rob and I still are best friends through all of this. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's wonderful.
It's wonderful. So.
It's a great life down here for us.
Yeah, for us it is.
Yeah.
Okay, see you next week. Adios.
Ciao.
Perfect.
Good job. Wanted to show you my latest project here. And this is just made from some scrap lumber from the construction guys. And then some stuff that I found, but it's a little potting table. So I do a lot of gardening here, and so I just wanted a little space. I've got some storage on the bottom, some old shelves there. I got my machete. And then up top here, got a nice little shelf. And this is some cedar, some old tongue and groove cedar that I found. It was just actually in a pile outside, and so all the stuff that was still sturdy. So just made a little shelf out of that. Got it nailed and varnished together. And then this is some tongue and groove, actually roofing wood. And so it's not very thick, but it was perfect. And so I took some tongue and groove pieces, got them nailed down and varnished. And so Just a nice little place to do some of my potting work. I've got these old coconuts here, and I'm gonna put a couple of ferns in and see how they do. So, another Costa Rican project. This little fella's crawling on the outside of the house, and he's got the most amazing color. Lori Marie and I stopped for a little lunch break here. We're taking a little adventure this weekend and heading to the Golfo Dulce. So pretty amazing. We're gonna visit some friends and just spend a little time here near the water. Beautiful.
And here we are at our first stop. Nothing like an afternoon cerveza at the beach. Mostly locals at this beach.
Viva Puerto, Jimenez.
So much fun. We will be dipping our toes in, that's for sure, after our refreshing beverage.
So cute little place we're staying. Welcome, Lori. And got a lovely little garden back here. So just wonderful, wonderful stuff. So this is our weekend getaway in Puerto Jimenez. The lovely Lori Marie.
Having a blast.
Yeah, we're cruising with my buddy Bruce and his boys on the Rio Platanares. Just a lovely day out here looking for birds and dolphins and whatever else we might see. So hanging out on the Golfo Dulce. Gorgeous day. Lori Marie's out there swimming by her friend Bruce's boat. Just gorgeous. We're down on the plantel here. So we're just kind of looking at the space. And then the guys have been working on drainage, which is really important, as we've said. And so what we've got is we have a 2,000 liter tank, and that water comes from up above because there's not water service here yet. But this water's been used for all this concrete mixing. And you can see these concrete tubes, they go all the way up the driveway, all the way up to the road. And so this is to catch the rain. Goes down in here, 24-inch tubes, and then out the other side into a little river. So really, really nice work.
Especially because you don't know how to distinguish the good snakes from the bad snakes. There is no such thing as good or bad in nature. Okay, every single species has a meaning. Okay, but the important thing here is to know your neighbors. Okay, and some of your neighbors are going to see here in this.
Some of you had asked to see our paintings from last week's painting class with Pia Cat. So I just wanted to show you what we did here. Really fun. She's got some cool background techniques using different colors. A lot of hand painting, actually. Some hand, some brush. That's my octopus. Kind of a little goofy, a little fun. That is Lori Marie's toucan. Super cool. And so you can see the backgrounds. So these are both done in the style of artist Pia Cat, and so she has a couple of samples that she uses for us to work from, which is a great way to work. But it was really fun taking classes. I mean, no matter how long you've been doing something, you can always learn something new. So enjoy. So I wanted to show you guys what I have done with some of the coconut bowls with the holes in them. So I made little hanging planters. Got some wandering Jews here. And so these guys just drilled a couple of holes. The coconut's pretty strong. Showing you this side here. So the coconuts are pretty strong, and a couple of holes aren't going to hurt. I didn't finish these very well, but oh my gosh, they're great little hanging planters. So you could do a lot of things with them.